Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man, and it's time to make some soap. So I'm going to be doing another In the Pot swirl. Last week's went really well, we're really pleased with it. I'm going to try something a little different this time. I've seen some of you do it. I've seen, for instance, Julie from Ophelia's Soapery do it, but I've seen a lot of you do it. Instead of a white base, we're going to have a black base. So what I'm going to do is add my lye in, get a light emulsification, split 4 colors off. For the accent colors, I'm going to have Crafter's Choice Neon Bikini, Brambleberries Electric Bubblegum, which is a neon pink, Brambleberries Nuclear Orange, and Nurture Soaps Neon Green. Those will be the accent colors in the black base. I'm just using activated charcoal for this. To scent it, I'm using Brambleberries Electric Lemonade Cocktail. I'm putting this only in the black because it does turn sort of a medium tan. It does darken a little bit, and I don't want those bright colors to darken. So I'm just going to put it in the black, and I think it's strong enough. It behaves beautifully. It really smells good. It really sticks. And I'm scenting just a little bit heavy with it, so I think just doing in the black is good enough. So let's get our lye in, and I'm soaping at close to room temperature, which I almost never do unless I'm using a milk soap. But I don't want this to gel, which I normally want my soaps to go through a hot gel and get all nice and slick and hard. I don't think I want it this time. I want those neon colors to stay just like they are. So I'm not quite at room temperature, but I'm close, and I'm going to put it in the freezer when I'm done. So let's get a light emulsification. Okay, having been achieved, I'm going to split my 4 accent colors off. And I want about 9 ounces. Does not have to be exact by any means. I want approximately 9 ounces in each of these. And the rest will be the black. So there's one, and I'm sorry if you can't see this, all I'm doing is measuring these. And there's 2. That one's a little high, but that's all right. And there we go. So those are our accent colors. Our main is going to be black, so I'm going to set those aside just for the moment and put in our black oxide into the main soap. And I said black oxide, I mean activated charcoal. I've used black oxide for so long, I'm having a hard time getting used to saying activated charcoal, but that is actually what I'm using here. And I'm running pretty low on it. So let me stir this in and see how it looks. Now this Brambleberry fragrance oil behaves like a dream, except for the fact it discolors. It behaves like a dream in cold process soap, so I am not worried about this thickening, because it actually is one of those few fragrance oils that will break up your trace and slow it down. So let's set the main pot aside and get our accent colors stirred in. They will be unscented. Let's get the bikini blue in, and the pink, the hot pink, and the nuclear orange, and the neon green. And we'll stir these in lightest to darkest. Oh yeah, those look nice. And that's why I'm not going to let this gel. I want to keep this as true to the original colors as I can. And knowing that that darkens, I don't want to risk it. And boy, those look nice just like they are. Okay, let's put our scent oil, fragrance oil, into the black, which probably will break up the trace just a little bit, so I may have to stick blend some. And I do love this electric lemonade from Brambleberry. If only it didn't darken, it would be perfect. But alas it does, so I had to be cautious with it. Yep, it's thinning it out some. So let's pour these colors. They're holding up well. Yep, they're holding up very well. So with the drop swirl, we want to pour up high and let it pierce down to the bottom. And then save some for the top. And take our spatula and just go, and boy, I hope it's not too thin. It might be. We'll see. Our mold is ready to go. So I'm just going to pour this in. Yeah, I think the colors muddled together. A little too thin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is set that aside. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to leave the top just like it is. Let that firm up a little bit. And take our leftovers and get them into an individual mold. clean these out a little bit later. So what I think I'm going to do is stop us just for a little while, because actually I do believe my colors muddled together. It may not be what I'm expecting. We'll know in a day or two. But it looks kind of neat as it is, and I don't know if my camera will. Yeah, it does. Looks kind of neat just like it is. So what I think I'm going to do is something I don't normally do, is put a little glitter on top. I have some glitter that my friend Lisa gave me, and I'm generally not one to use it, but it's Nurture Soap Intergalactic, and I think I'm going to try a little bit and see. Well, now I'm looking at it, I may have just covered that pretty top up. Oh well, we'll see. This is really a neat looking glitter. Really, really sparkly. I don't think my camera's going to show it, but it's really neat looking. So anyway, I'm going to let that sit long enough to firm up that I can carry it and take it upstairs and put it in the freezer. So those are the neon colors I was really hoping would come through. We'll see what happens in the black soap. I wish I hadn't put the glitter on. But anyway, it's still good soap, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, actually, it might take a day or two because I'm going to put it in the freezer. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye. Hi, everybody. It's the Soap Man, and it's time to cut the soap I made. This is one I didn't let gel. If you watch my videos, normally I like for my soap to gel because it gives it a nice hard bar, a nice shiny bar, pops out of the mold. Despite being in the freezer for several hours and in the fridge overnight, it unmolded easily this morning. And I don't have the slick glass sides like I do when it gels, but it is still nice and slick and smooth. I'm pretty sure it's ready to cut. It has a little different texture from what I'm used to. I like my soaps to gel, but I wanted to keep the colors vibrant. These were the neon colors just left over that I just poured into a mold. And this was some of the black with a little bit of the neon on the top. But these were the two I cut, and I'm pretty sure they're ready to cut. It just has a different texture from what I'm used to. But they did swirl nicely inside. So let's go ahead and finish cutting it. I think it's ready. It's just not what I'm used to with my gelled soaps. But oh yeah, it's very nice inside. The neons really stick out. But I'm seeing a lot of residue stuck on the wire. It's just not the texture and consistency I'm used to with my gelled soaps. Very nice inside. And I think that only scenting the black worked just fine. That way the darkening fragrance won't darken the bright neon colors, and it won't show up in the black. And I can smell it, even though just the black was scented, which was roughly half the soap. That electric lemonade cocktail from Brambleberry really has a strong scent, and it really holds up well in cold process. So I think only scenting it is going to be just fine. Yeah. This is really nice. It is soft because it's making a mess on my cutter here. But cutting it now will open it up and expose it to the air so it'll set up faster. But yeah, overall I'm really happy with it. Very interesting swirls in this one. So let's get you over here and let you take a look. You know, it's really soft. I've got soft soap all over my cutter. Now, had I let that gel, it'd be hard as a brick by now because that's a hard recipe. So I've got a little bit of a mess over here to clean up. I'll get that off camera though. Let's get you in here and let you see these. Yeah, that's one to repeat. I'm really happy with these. Those are just the two. Let's get the camera so you can see it. Those were the neon colors I had left over. Very nice overall. And even though I only scented the black, I can really smell it. So anyway, folks, I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.